You're watching Let the Quran Speak. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers. And if you have a question yourself, you can visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. Okay, Brother Shabir, this question is about dancing. It's sort of a follow-up from last week's question about music and dancing. So the individual is asking, is dancing prohibited in Islam?
Let's return to first principles. First principles determine that we cannot rule anything to be prohibited unless we have a clear evidence from the Quran or the Sunnah, the life example of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In the Quran, there's no mention about dancing. In the life example of the Prophet, peace be upon him, also I do not know of anything that says specifically that dancing is prohibited or that you cannot dance or anything like this. In fact, I don't recall anything about dancing, period.
Okay.
Dancing among religious people often is shunned because it is thought that dancing is associated with drinking alcohol and intermingling with the opposite sex, and both of these things seem to be, well, alcohol is clearly prohibited, and then intermingling with the other opposite sex often is shunned in Islamic societies because it is thought that that leads to evil thoughts and then further down the road. But if we then think about the act of dancing itself, like let's say a person is dancing, you know, maybe a kid is dancing in his bedroom just for himself in the mirror and whatever, and just enjoying the moment, then I don't see that anything in Islam actually prohibits that.
Or if women are dancing amongst themselves, or
yes, in fact, it is very common at Islamic weddings, at Muslim weddings, I should say, that men dance among themselves, women dance among themselves, like, you know, in segregated groups. It was shown on TV that when Iraq was, as they said, liberated, then there were many people dancing in the streets. So it is to a certain extent known that in Islamic society there is an acceptable dance and then there is an unacceptable one. So one has to draw a distinction between the two.
Okay. This is an interesting question. It's about the power of black magic. And this person is saying, how do you protect yourself against black magic, and is it able to cause death?
Well, there is mention of magic in the Quran, that there are some devils who teach people magic, and that or rather, to put it a different way, Surah 2, verse 102 to 104 speaks about two angels, or it's not entirely clear what it says because it's subject to a lot of interpretation. But one of the interpretations from that is that that magic has been taught by two angels, and then the devils then continue to instigate people to use that knowledge. So the knowledge from the angels was good knowledge, and then the devil is now causing people to use that for evil purposes. So it's the use of this for evil purposes that is thought to be prohibited in the Islamic faith. Can people be effective in using such magic today? I haven't seen any real case of this happening, and it seems rather unlikely. It seems that if people had this power, they would be doing things that are much greater than some of the individual stories we hear. Like individual stories, somebody says, you know, that somebody looked at me the wrong way and that caused my marriage to fail, or I start to lose my jobs, or I you know, nothing in life is successful for me. So it seems to me that if people really had this kind of power, they'll be using it to change governments, to, you know, to enact real changes in the world rather than hurt simple, ordinary individuals.
Thank you for your time, Brother Shabir.
You're welcome.
That's all the time we have. We'd like to hear from you. Please visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. Send us your comments, your suggestions, and of course, your donations. I'm Safiya Ali. For all of us here at Let the Quran Speak, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.